Hey guys, James here from TCGU University. I'm coming back at you with another My Hero deck profile. This is a My Hero only deck profile, so it's only the My Hero only format. We're playing around with Eraserhead today. He's a 7 hand size 19 vitality character with all death and void. Our deck is under void today. He has 3 abilities. One's a stack that says you start the game with erasing your discard pile, which we'll get to in a second. And the other says discard 1 card, add an erase to your hand, give this attack -2 or +2 speed. And then respond, commit after you play an action, draw 2 cards, which is also very good. Put you right here. Okay. So like I said, we'll talk about Erase. Erase is a 2/5, 1 mid block with Breaker 1 that says enhance, remove, seal 1 asset or foundation. And then Eraserhead response. After an attack is played, your rival commits. Your rival cannot play play abilities on their character for this attack. It's very good against characters that are very versus decks that are very character oriented. Their character fuels their deck. I think it's very good versus things like Kirishima if you need to slow them down. It's very good versus Ida sort of things. Stops them from being able to use their first response. No, I guess they can still do it. Never mind. Just slows down certain decks just by turning off their character. It's very, very good. And then this gets discarded, which is nuts to me. So like you could steal a character, discard it, and then Eraserhead pick it back up, which I think is nuts. I think this card's very good. I think Eraserhead's very good as well. I think he's, in my opinion, he might be the best, if not the second best character in the format. So one of my favorite leadoff attacks that on like blank turns that we play is Engine Rush. Engine Rush is a 5 mid for 5 with EX1 and Powerful 2. We mainly play it because we can play this. Eraserhead, add erase, give this 2 speed, make it a 7 for 5 on our first attack, and then go commit a foundation. If you don't block this, I'm going to draw 2 cards. If they do block it, we could try to push a little bit. It also has the ability to just end in a hand step. If like you have nothing you're doing, but your opponent has a lot of things they want to do, you can just do it to not give them advantage. This deck works off of speed, speed, speed. That's the entire build. That's the entire idea. Is just I'm going to be as fast as possible, and just being able to give this 2 speed to make it almost unblockable. Especially on like turn 2 after you built and you go in. Nobody wants to really block like a 7 mid for 5. Like sometimes I'll just let it go through and then you get to draw cards and just kind of like build. So our best combo lead in is Reciprocal Extend. Our entire deck is kicks. So 4 mid for 4 that says our next kick attack gets 2/2 is extremely good. It also says the enhance and just draw a card. As a 7-hander, drawing an extra card is super nuts. That's why I wanted Engine Rush. Draw 2 more cards, please. Yes. It also gives us more targets to discard with Erase. Get rid of things we don't want. Keep things we do. Get rid of attacks to pick up erases because they're very good blocks. Seal Foundation, stuff like that. This card's very good at making sure we push on other attacks as well. The next attack we play is Binding Kick. Binding Kick is a 4 high for 4 combo with any attack. The combo enhances, we can discard momentum to give it 3 damage. But the regular enhances, if it deals damage, we draw a card. This is most of the time a second or a third attack in our lineup. So we'll almost always get the draw because not everyone's going to be holding that long for cards most of the time, I found out. But we can also just give it 2/2. And then give it 2 off of Eraserhead, which makes this a 8 mid for 8 high for 6. Which also seems almost unblockable as the second attack in our turn. So like we really get to push, which is really nice. Then the last attack we're playing is Reciprocal Burst. Like I said, I've said this in another video. I think Staff Strike and this attack are the 2 best attacks in the format right now. A lot of the decks you build, if they're not very, very character oriented, are built around these 2 cards. This one says it's a 3 low for 5, 5 diff, 2 high check, 2 high block, 3 check, EX3 and stun 1. And then has a response that says every time your opponent commits a foundation during this attack's enhanced step, this gets +1 speed. It enhances discard momentum. This attack gets +X damage, where X equals the speed of this attack -3. Basically, what it's saying is this attack gets damage equal to what what the speed bonuses it has right now. So whatever extra speed it has on top of its printed damage, printed speed, it gets as damage. It's another card in the format for our standard format called Confronting Jeddah, which is a very strong card. So like with Erase, you get to add a base 2 to it. We play another card in the set that we play another card. I'll show it off real quick. This can also give it speed when we discard it. So we can give it 3 speed if we have that in hand, making it a 6 for 5. Cast stun 1, so 7 for 5. And then you have to have at least one. You want to have at least one EX3, so it's a 10 for 5. And then you have to have its own thing, so you can make it a 10 for 10, just for having this and 2 momentum, which obviously can be a little hard, but with the way we give speed and reciprocal extend all that, it's super easy. This card is a very good push card, and just allows you to just really go in late game, set up, do it, get through. Now onto the foundations. We're playing 3 heroic lineage. It's a 2/5. It says commit after an attack receives a damage bonus, it gets -3 speed, and then respond commit after an attack receives a speed bonus, give it +2 damage. This is we give a lot of speed, so giving extra damage is very good for us. And if our opponent gives a bunch of damage, we give a bunch of speed. We neg their speed to make sure we can block it. It makes it really very good for us. It's very good in the counter matchup, as they'll give it speed, then give it damage, and then we give it neg speed anyways, and we block it. I'm playing 3 of this card. I think this card's extremely good and will be very good for a while. It's a 2/4. It's fulfill my duty as a 3 high block. Just destroy in this enhanced step. This card shuts off Ida. Not shuts off Ida, but like shuts off reciprocal burst. Blow this up. You in the enhanced step, you don't get to do cool thing anymore. Blow something up in Staff Strike's turn, you don't get to do cool things anymore. It just allows you to just stop your opponent, slow them down, make them play the game like a normal person. Next, we are playing 2 Night Watch. Night Watch is a very good card. It's a 2/5 with the ability of removing 1 action card from our discard pile to cancel any enhance. This card is nuts, will always be nuts, will continue to be nuts, and will only get better. Basically, what this says is we play 4 of these because obviously we're Eraserhead. It's a 5 check, nice mid block, whatever breaker. We just remove this to cancel Reciprocal Burst. We remove this to cancel Staff Strike. This card literally cancels everything except for character abilities. But a lot of times your character abilities aren't killing you. It's the cards they play. So getting to cancel Reciprocal Burst, getting to cancel Staff Strike, getting to cancel all these big cards just lets us win, basically. Because a lot of decks are built on that working, and if it doesn't get to work, you don't care. You just don't do things. So on to other things. We're playing 2 Think Fast. It's a 2/5/1 mid block. Unique, so we're only playing 2 of it. We can commit a foundation to change the zone of any attack. To change the zone of my attack, sorry. And then enhance, if the zone of this attack has been changed, it gets +1/+1. Basically, we commit something we don't need right now. Change the zone to something. Maybe match something that maybe take up a block from something else we're trying to play later. And then just give it a free +1/+1. So it's going to give 3/1 for committing a foundation in Eraserhead and swapping X card for an erase. Like, it just very good. I want to actually talk about this card a little later. Let's see here. We'll talk about the card that I'm comboing that with, which is Gotcha. Gotcha says when it's committed during the enhanced step, give this attack +1 or -1 speed, which is just super strong. So we commit it with Think Fast, give a couple more speeds and whatnot. Very good versus stun decks as well. 4 Manly Passionate Guy. When we block foundations, we just flip this and bring it down into our staging area. Lets us just build things on our opponent's turn, which is very good. Like I talked about Late Riser, like we did earlier, when it's discarded, we get to give speed or neg 2 speed or +1 speed. It allows us to push further on speed, but also has the ability, if we build it, to once we play a combo enhance during the enhanced step, we can give +1 damage to an attack. Just allows us to give some more damage. And then for Mediator, we play Erase, so this is very good. Mediator says enhance destroy your if your rival attack get -3 speed, and then if you've played a action this turn, you draw a card. It's very good at making sure we neg speed to block things, make sure we're drawing card to block more things. If we block with Erase, we have another card to add Erase back to with it. It's very good. And then the one reason I really like Void under Eraserhead right now, in my opinion, is not just playing Reciprocal Burst, but in my opinion, playing Tape. Tape is a 1/5 3 mid block foundation that just says flip, change this attack zone to mid. I'll change it to a mid. I'll discard a card and pick up this cool mid block, 1 mid block with breaker 1. Nuts. And then the other ability is if this mid, you can have this mid attack lose 2 speed. Sick. If I have 2 of these, change it to a mid, give it -2 speed, give it -2 speed, pick up the erase, block this, please. Like, super simple, very good card. I think a lot of people are probably going to play like a 2-3 of just to make sure they have that zone coverage. But I think while playing a Razorhead, you get to free pick up a mid block if you need. And that card to me is just nuts. It just serves so much purpose. Okay, guys, thank you for checking out the profile. If you like my Razorhead profile, let me know down below. Let me know what you guys think about the deck, things I could add, things I could change. Let me know what you guys think I should look at for a Razorhead in the future. Let me know what other decks you'd like to see. I have 6 decks I was recording tonight, and we have Cero that Noah recorded the other day or tonight, whenever this goes up, however you want to look at it. So make sure to check that out as well. And as always, guys, stay alert.